Obviously, another afternoon or evening that I'm really pleased. Really pleased with the players' mentality and their character. It says a lot that we can continue to come back from difficult situations. Being a goal down in the first half, after I thought we started so incredibly brightly, was difficult for the guys. And then I think the beginning of the second half, there were some difficulties again, but we continued to push, we continued to believe, we continued to stay together, and we get the result I think in the end we deserved.
If you have a question, please raise your hand. We'll start with Jordan.
Coach, in your mind, what was the biggest difference between the first and second halves? Was it just you guys were finally putting away the chances that you were generating?
For me, the opening 15 minutes again was really bright. It reminded me a lot of the opening 15 minutes of our last home game, but we don't take the chance that I think really rewards ourselves and puts us in a great spot to have our foot very much forward. And then to allow the counter-attacking goal against us, I think really hurt. It took us a bit to come back from that. But the guys continued to believe, continued to push, and then I think the difference was just the finishing touch, what happened in and around the penalty box.
Meg?
You've spoken a lot this season about this team's attitude and character and their resiliency. What is it about these guys and the belief that they have that allows them to go down in games and still come back and succeed?
For me, it starts with leadership. It starts with the very high number of players that we have that have been there and done that before in our league. They have the experience to draw from. They've been in many difficult situations, in difficult places to play, and in front of a lot of people and in big matches. And it's those types of players that I think do a terrific job of leading the rest and continuing to push the rest to believe and continue to work.
Carmajo?
Coach, I know there's one thing that you've talked about as well this season is the way the team responds. The second half, 2 goals in a matter of 4 minutes to tie the game, take the lead again, and then Yoshi with the icing on the cake. I mean, is that the type of responses you kind of want to see from your guys when you're
Absolutely. As a coach, you probably much prefer not to be having to come back so many times, not to be suffering the first goal in so many matches. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. It's about 90 minutes, and over the 90 minutes, our guys continue to work and stay together and get the result. As I said, I think we deserved that result, and we got it.
Mike Bianchi?
Does the franchise record 6-match winning streak mean anything to you, and where are you guys in the trust the process after this victory?
Absolutely it does. Anytime there's a record out there to be broken, I want to break it, and my team wants to break it, no doubt. So we stick that in our pocket, and we feel proud about it, and now we move on. We look to extend the record next week and make it 7. As far as trust the process, I think that we're all continuing to do that and continuing to feel like we've had some really good results. But the truth of the matter is we all know we can do better. We all know, I think everybody in that locker room and our coaching staff and everybody in our club knows that we shouldn't have to come back so many times in games. And that should be an objective for us to continue to work hard and continue to improve.
Go to Mike Carmajo.
Obviously, a little piggybacking on that 6-game winning streak. I mean, when you are riding that type of winning streak there, what kind of message does that kind of send to across the league and especially Atlanta, who are here next week as well?
I don't know that winning streaks are going to send messages. I don't know about that. I think that the performance sends messages on an individual match-by-match basis. And as I said, I think that the 6 games that we've won is fantastic, but the truth of the matter is I think we can do more, and we can be better, and we should be looking to improve.
Go to Jordan.
Coach, you guys have managed to come back so many times so far this season, but in the locker room at halftime when you guys are down, who on this team is stepping up and providing that voice in the locker room? Is it you? Is it a player?
I hope it's the coach. Yeah, I hope it's the coach. It starts with me, but I think probably if I didn't say anything at all, I've got 4 or 5 players at least, maybe 6, that are spreading that message already.
Go to the gentleman right here.
Coach, you coached a championship team in Real Salt Lake. Do you see any parallels forming with this team's kind of character and makeup as when it comes to a championship level team?
Yes. The one biggest parallel, I would say, has everything to do with team chemistry and team camaraderie and togetherness and character. And those are the things that I think are nearly impossible to really coach. And so we've got the right people in the room here. And now it's about, as I said before, it's about not becoming complacent at all. It's about trying to improve week by week. And it's also about staying hungry, because the truth of the matter is we won 6 games in a row, but we haven't won anything at all.
We'll go to Shane.
Coach, you said you hope in the locker room at halftime it's your voice that's heard, but I've seen some guys, older guys, talking to younger guys on the field, really getting on them for making a mistake. Is that an extension of you by a veteran player, or is that teammate to teammate accountability?
That's teammate to teammate accountability, and I think that, again, it speaks to the leadership that we've brought here. We've brought a lot of guys that are excellent leaders with an excellently high amount of experience and the capability to coach on the field while they play at an extremely high level. That's always going to be a good thing.
We'll go to Austin.
Jason, Chris Schuler gets his first 90 minutes in quite a while. What do you think of his performance tonight?
Really strong, really strong. Of course, it wasn't perfect. There was a few moments where he's maybe put a foot or two wrong, but he's popped up in a lot of really important moments late in the game, cutting out crosses, making really good 1v1 defensive plays. And so I think that says a lot, because it is his first game in a lot of time. And he's had his injuries even through our preseason and the beginning part of the season. So I would say he's not match fit. And so that says a lot that he can perform like that and not being 100% match fit.
We'll do 3 more questions. We'll do Jordan, Mike, and Meg.
Josue Coleman, not in the 18. Is he injured, or what needs to happen to get him a little bit more involved as a designated player?
Yeah, he wasn't in the 18 today, only due to disciplinary matter. He broke a rule in the locker room before the match and was brought out of the 18 because of that.
Mike?
Chris Mueller left a little bit. Well, I know it was originally, it looked like it was Pino going to go in for Justin Merriam, and then it was a little bit of a last minute switch there.
Mm-hmm.
Is there an injury update there, and your thoughts on Justin Merriam?
Yeah, Chris just has a cramp actually, and there's quite a few of our guys cramping. So we need to look into that and address that, because that's not something that I like too much. But it was a drastic situation, and so we did have to switch the sub. I thought Justin was running out of gas a little bit, but then to speak to him, he said he had a little bit more to give, and then he ran out of gas as well. And I think Justin is coming on. He needs more. He needs more time with these guys. He needs more opportunities. He needs to relax a little bit in front of the goal and take maybe a chance that he probably should have tonight. But I'm really pleased with the overall effort.
And Meg?
There were 3 goal scorers tonight and several players who assisted on those goals. Can you talk about the depth that this team has in the final third?
That's every coach's objective, is to have multiple players on the field who can be dangerous in front of the goal, multiple players on the field who can create and score goals, and I think we're moving in that direction. It's always going to be something that's going to make a coach extremely happy when he sees lots of different players scoring goals through a season, and we hope that continues.
Thank you, Coach.
You're very welcome. Thank you.